Hello, 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 and welcome to this extra special demo of the Awfully Cheerful Engine, a role-playing game of madcap cinematic action comedy. I am Russ, aka Morrus, or Morrus, aka Russ, and with me are this group of intrepid heroes, and I'd like to introduce you one at a time. So let's start with you, Mike. Could you tell everybody who you are and who you are playing?
Yes, I am Mike Myler. I'm the regent of EN Publishing. I handle ENsider and a lot of D&D 5e stuff. Today I'll be playing Doorbot, who is a despondent robot, just like at odds with the fact that he's become sentient and that his entire intended life is just like opening and closing doors for people.
And Mark, your character, and you, indeed, and your character.
Yeah, hello, I'm Mark Langworthy. I look after 2000 AD and lots of the Warren stuff over at EN. Also creative lead over at Red Scar. You can find me on the Twitterverse as at KP Langers occasionally. Today I'm playing Banksy the Unruly Turtle, so expect lots of cowabunga dudes and creative art pieces.
Sticking with the artist theme, yeah. Kazi?
Hi, I'm Kazi. I am the publishing administrator, one of the publishing administrators for EN Publishing. Today I am playing Frieda von Flu, the fickle cat.
Fickle cat.
Here for now, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, fickle. And finally, we have Sarah, who we have to thank for setting all this up and doing all this technological stuff that's going on here. We've got windows, inside windows, and I do not understand how that works. It's definitely sorcery. But Sarah, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I am the community manager over at EN Publishing, just started. I'm also a part-time sorcerer, and I write lots of words about things, generally, in my spare time. So yes, very excited. I will be playing Randolph, the Greedy Crow, who is the finest crime-fighting crow the city has to offer.
Possibly the only crime-fighting crow the city has to offer.
Randolph is good. He's special.
Okay, are we all ready to begin?
Yes.
Indeed.
So, you are in the town of Small Town. It's a American small city. Think of it like a mini Chicago. So there's some tall buildings in the center. There's a great big lake off to one side, and then it spreads out into the suburbs. The town is run by a mayor called Mayor Stoll, who you have had dealings with before. Small Town does have a police force, but they're often required to call on the experts. Team of intrepid heroes. A crow, a turtle, a robot, a cat, and who am I missing? That's all of them. And that is you guys. So sometimes the hotline will go off and you will get a call from Mayor Stoll because there's an emergency in process and the police cannot handle it. So I want you to sort of imagine a sort of overhead view of the town. It's a cartoon town. It's all brightly coloured, and there's blue sky, white fluffy clouds. All the cars are bright colours and things. Everyone smiles. Lovely, lovely cartoon place. It's all cartoon animals, by the way, including you. Everyone's a cartoon animal. So there's cats and dogs and turtles and mice. Everything just kind of wandering around the streets, doing their shopping, having parties, sitting in the park, and stuff. So. Right now, all of you are doing your own thing in a small town. So I want to go through each of you one at a time. I want you to tell me what you're doing right now. So let's start with Randolph, the Greedy Crow. What are you doing right now?
Randolph's doing that sort of hardcore, sinister criminal thing where they take like a coin and he runs it through his little bird claws and like he's just watching it shine and is like laughing to himself. And just generally bothering people and just being like, I'm the crow, see? And just kind of running up to them, be like putting his arm around them, just being a little bit of a terror, a little bit too friendly, clearly very low in self-esteem is poor old Randolph. And that's what Randolph's doing. He's just having a good old time playing with shiny things.
So where is he? Is he out on the streets, is he? Is he wandering the streets in the parks?
Yeah, he often wanders the streets in the parks, just looking for people to chat to, shout at, and shiny things to play with.
Okay then, Doorbot. What is Doorbot doing right now?
Doorbot is doing his job, which is working at small towns like Arts and Sciences Museum, opening the door for everyone. He's asking people, "Do you need any information? Can I help you in some way?" And they're like, "No, we just want to go inside." And each one just tears a little bit more away from him.
So, how big is Doorbot?
I was thinking like 3 feet tall.
So R2D.
So enough that he can get up to like door handles and turn them, but no higher than that.
Okay. Yeah. But he's fulfilling his function. He's opening doors. Okay. Frieda von Floof, the Fickle Cat. What is Frieda doing?
I rather imagine Frieda is sat in a clothes store, either trying on some clothes or she's flicking through the celebrity magazines, deciding who she's going to like this week, because, you know, it changes.
Yeah, she changes her mind frequently. And finally, Banksy, the Unruly Turtle. What are you up to?
I'll have taken full advantage of my friendship with Doorbot to slip into the museum and replace a genuine, authentic piece of art with my latest masterpiece, which is some stick figures of animals lifting each other up on their shoulders.
I think we're going to need a check for that one. We're going to need a dice roll for that piece of criminal activity. So let's have a moves roll. So what are you doing? Are you sneaking in?
Yeah, I'm going to try and slip past Doorbot in some sort of disguise.
A disguise. Okay, so
yeah.
let's make a yeah. So that would be a style check disguise then. So that's going to be 2 dice. You can
I'm going
roll.
to go for the full-on kind of comedy effect, if that's all right. You know, fake glasses, twirly moustache.
Okay, the worst disguise ever. But yes, so because you have a focus in comedy, you get an extra 2 dice then. So you're rolling 4 dice there.
Awesome.
Your target is 10.
And I get a 14.
Okay then. So you have successfully replaced one of the priceless art pieces with one of your own. What is this art piece?
It's a full-on stick figure masterpiece of various different animals, forming an Eiffel Tower.
And what's happened to the original, the incredibly valuable original art piece that you've replaced? What have you done with it?
I'm going to leave that somewhere around the museum for somebody to stumble upon and find and choose to do what with as they wish.
Okay, so you're not stealing it. You're just moving it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So each of you has, and you have had for a while, a special alert wristband, high-tech, sort of futuristic special alert wristband, and it links directly to the mayor's office. It's basically like Batman 66's red hotline phone to the commissioner's office. But, you know, this being like the 2020s, it's way better than that. So you've got this special wristband, and it flashes red, and then this big screen, this sort of round screen comes up, and you get to talk to the mayor when he calls for help. And while you're all doing these things, while you're busy moving art and admiring the celebrity columns in a clothes shop and opening and shutting doors and all the other things you're doing, suddenly all of your wristbands go off at the same time. And also, they're really loud. So, Banksy, while you're sneaking around there, suddenly this wristband goes off, and everybody in the museum turns to look at you with this great big red flashing light on your wrist.
Okay. I'll just do like comedy kind of villain that's been caught in the act.
So, Mayor Stoll appears on the screen on your wrist. He's a dog. He's a bulldog. He's got a top hat, and he has a monocle. And he's there, and he's going, "Oh, is this thing on? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Speak!
What's going on here, see? I got a noise earlier.
Yes.
We got an emergency!
An
We
emergency?
need your help! Small town needs your help! Get down to the corner of 45th and Barkle Streets. The department store, Bronson & Sons. It's under attack! We sent the police in and they have been rebuffed! Get yourselves down there as fast as you can. The town is depending on you. And then the wristbands just disappear, cut off.
Well, like they self-destructed.
No, they just stop.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not suicide wristbands. No, he's just like hit the off button and gone on about his day, confident that you guys are going to resolve this dire situation, which is way beyond the capability of the small town police.
I'm going to flee the museum, shed in my disguise, and go in and run past Doorbot, kind of flinging the glasses away and the moustache. Come on, Doorbot, we need to go.
I would say Doorbot is going to stand and wait until Banksy comes out because he heard the communicator from inside, so he's just like holding the door open for much longer than normal.
Okay. So how are each of you getting there?
I hadn't thought about Doorbot's mobility. I would imagine you'd have to have some kind of leg situation.
Some kind of leg situation.
Yeah, to like
Wheels,
brace
maybe?
and stuff. Well, maybe.
Tracks?
Yeah, we'll go with tracks. So we'll just
Okay.
start zooming down.
You're just zooming down the road. And Banksy, are you just like keeping pace with Doorbot?
Well, if he's not going to upset him too much, I'll hop on like he's my.
Oh, can he carry you? I think this requires a brawn check from Doorbot. Doorbot has the carrying focus, so you get to roll not 2 but 4 dice.
Watch out for the shell, dude.
Oh, the specialty is an extra 2 die?
You only need a 10. You probably don't need to.
Oh, okay. No, I was asking the specialty on.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you only.
Oh,
4
it's 2
in
die.
total.
Okay. 12, 17, 21.
Yeah. I mean, like Banksy's quite heavy. He's got a big, thick.
Not bad, isn't it?
You know, he's quite tanky. He's got a big half shell on his back. So it's kind of lucky that you're built to carry stuff. So you zoom off down the road with Banksy, basically surfing on top.
Yeah, well, just hold on like he's a skateboard kind of thing.
Do a sweet flip.
Right. Randolph, how are you getting there?
I will fly like some sort of dirty and crusty Superman just over the city. Off I go into fight crime.
Sounds good to me.
Coins falling from my pockets, my many pockets, as I fly, like a
And that
horrible
is-
tin rain.
And that is Frida. How are you getting there?
I think I'll be sort of parkouring over the local fences and just taking the direct route as quickly as I can sort of go.
Okay.
Whilst
So-
hunting with feline grace.
So we're going to find out who gets there first and who gets there last. So I'm going to need a roll from each of you. I think from what you've said, all of you are rolling. Probably not from you, Banksy. Yours is just going to depend on how fast Doorbot goes. So it's going to be a moves check, I think, from the way you described them all. I think, Frida, you can add 2 dice for climbing because you're parkouring across things and under things. Randolph, that is going to be a straight moves check. So that's 3 dice from Randolph. 4 dice, is it, for Frida? 5 dice for Frida.
Oh.
And from Doorbot, we are looking at 4 dice for your moves.
A 12.
12.
Yeah.
Uh, 13 for Randolph.
13.
14.
14. So, Frida, I can't remember the word now. Carpours. That's the word, isn't it?
Of course.
Like
Parkour.
Parkours there quickly over the fences, over just running over cars in traffic jams and swinging around lampposts, over fences, through tiny little gaps, down alleyways. Gets there first.
I've certainly seen my cat do that through the front room a number of times, going over everything, hurtling around.
So you're second, Randolph. So basically, as you swoop in, you can see Frida just ahead of you. She gets there just before you do. And I think Frida, being pretty stylish, is probably going to make it look like you've been there for ages. You know.
Oh yeah, I very much imagine I'm just kind of sat there. Oh, come on, what took you so long?
Unfortunately, Randolph, you know better because you were flying and you could see her. But the other two don't, who trundle up a minute later. An entire minute passes before you two trundle up to find these two waiting there. You two are waiting there, and you see Doorbot trundling down the road towards you with Banksy surfing on top. What do you say as they approach?
think I'd kind of just look at him and be like, good heavens, is that what they do now?
I'll be like, sweet ride, Banksy. Loving it. Moving around in style.
You're in trouble, dude.
Oh dear. Banksy, I am going to give you a karma point
Oh, thank you very
for
much.
that unruly method of travel. And I'm also going to give one to Doorbot for putting up with it, being a despondent robot. You accepted your fate
Just resigned.
and without complaint carried him there. So you're going to get a karma point too. So you both now have 7 karma points.
Its shoulders shrug when they're like, "Oh, is that? Oh, good heavens, that's what they're doing now!" And like, "Sweet ride," and like just objectifying him.
Aw.
It's just bringing him down.
So you're at the end of the street. The street stretches ahead of you, probably about 100 yards or so. On the right-hand side, there's like a multi-level car park. It looks about half full. There's plenty of vehicles in it with an open top. On the left-hand side, there's a few shops, buildings. It looks like maybe sort of flats or apartments at the top level, some offices, and then some shops on the bottom level. Right at the end of the street, in front of you, about 100 yards, you can see an apartment building. It crosses the whole end of the street, so the road basically stops at a T-junction, and then the apartment building is facing you directly. And along the street, you can see a number of overturned cars. Some of them are smoking slightly, like they've been on fire. None of them are on fire right now, but there's like 3 or 4 of them. They overturned. One of them looks like it's like completely demolished, like it's half exploded, like it's ripped apart.
Well, that was some barbecue.
Doorbot starts looking for doors. Are they barred?
So where are you looking there?
Oh no! Wait, does the department store have revolving doors? Because like those are the nemesis of Doorbot.
So you're quite away from the department store and there's a bit of smoke, so you can't quite see, but you can make out there are some big double doors, and you think you can see a downward ramp with a shutter, which possibly goes to some kind of parking garage or something like that. But you'll need to get a bit closer to be sure, and there is a lot of smoke. From whatever's been happening in this street, there's a lot of smoke.
Yo, bros, this looks shady. Let me scout ahead and take a look.
Are you moving ahead?
Yeah, I'm going to try and slink from smoking car to doorway to try and get towards the department store, I guess.
Okay, so Frank, so you're using stealth here, are you?
Yeah, I am indeed.
Okay, so you're going to need a moves roll, which is 4 dice, plus 2 for your stealth, so you're rolling 6 dice.
6 dice.
Doorbot's gonna find an empty trash can,
Mm-hmm.
and while like assuming people will look at him, he's gonna use the trash can as a disguise to like gradually move itself closer towards the department store.
Okay, for you, I'll need a style check. That's 2 dice, plus 2 dice for your disguise.
Nothing
So that's
says
4
style
dice.
like a trash can.
Yeah, that is stylish.
8.
Frida's
So,
probably going to take a look around and just see what she can see without really moving too far because the smoke is somewhat offending her nose.
great. In that case, we'll need a smarts check from Frida. That's 3 dice, and you have the perception skill. So that's another 2. So that's 5 in total from you. And what is Randolph doing?
Can I see anything shiny?
Can you see anything shiny?
Mm-hmm.
One of the cars is a Porsche.
Ooh, like a gleaming Porsche.
A gleaming Porsche, and there might be something valuable in there. Only rich people have Porsches.
Randolph just like very obviously tries to sneak away to go into the Porsche, just like, I can't whistle, but he's just like, I'm just whistling here, and off I go, and he just kind of like slides away and begins rooting through the Porsche.
Okie
His
dokie.
shiny sensors tingling.
Right, let's get those die roll results then. So let's start with Banksy. You were sneaking towards the department store. What did you roll?
An epic 24.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So you use the cover of the cars. You blend in with the smoke. You know what you're doing. You're stealthy. You know exactly what you're doing. Even your friends don't know where you are. you zigzag your way up the road and find yourself about 30 yards away from the department store. You can now clearly see it's got 4 levels. The bottom level has some great big plate glass windows, but the shutters are down. And it has a big double door, which appears to also have the shutters down. And there's a ramp that goes down, again, shuttered, going to what looks like a parking garage. You see some movement up top, briefly.
Okay.
So, Frida, you weren't moving, but you were using all of your finely attuned feline senses. And the movement up top, you can see more clearly from your vantage point. You can see what looks like a chimpanzee. And the chimpanzee appears to be holding something large and metallic on its shoulder. You can't quite make out what it is, but it's got something large and metallic on its shoulder as it stands there on top of the department building. That's a look of nervousness in my right.
Okay. I'll probably sort of look around for because he's, shiny. That's a him thing.
Yeah. Okay. Doorbot, you were disguised. What did you roll?
14.
So you start to trundle forward of this trash can, but you haven't pulled it down quite far enough, and the one of your tracks is sticking out the side, and also your periscope attachment, which you use to look up through the hole in the trash can so you can see where you're going. That is like just catching the sunlight just at the wrong angle. Frida, you can see that the monkey with the object has started looking in the direction of the trash can, and you see him insert something into the long object and point this object, which you can now, I guess, is a bazooka, straight at the trash can.
How far am I from the trash can?
Would it say about 30 yards from Doorbot?
Okay.
You think you'll be safe from that?
I think I probably won't be able to run in time, so I'm just going to shout out very loudly, "Oi, trash can, you might want to move!"
You're trash can now. Oh, poor Doorbot. Finally, Randolph, you slip up to the Porsche. The windows have been broken and one of the doors is slightly ajar. Within the Porsche, you can see an old lady. She's trapped in the Porsche by her seatbelt, which appears to have jammed, and she's trying in vain to free herself. And you can also see that the engine block of the Porsche is on fire. I've got no idea whether that's even physically possible, but in this cartoon world, the engine block of the Porsche is on fire, and the old lady is trying to get out of the Porsche before the Porsche explodes. What are you going to do?
Randolph just sort of observes her coolly. He's like, this scummy old broad trapped in this flaming car. Well, we got ourselves a bit of a pickle here. What am I going to do? Well, I just kind of think for a moment.
She goes, "Help me, please, help me!"
What do you need there?
This seatbelt, it won't come off. I'm trapped.
Well, I guess I could try with my impertinent claws and see if I could get you out there. But I'm going to need
some money. Yes, do that thing!
I'm going to need some money for that, though, if that's okay.
My purse, it's on the passenger seat. Take everything, take it all.
I take the purse, check it, watching her, and
there's about 30 cartoon dollars in there, cartoon bucks.
Hot diggity damn! I'm getting myself a cake. Put that away, and then I will presumably just press the button that releases the
So the actual seatbelt mechanism appears to have jammed, which is the problem she's having.
I see. I guess I could use my perceptive crow-like tendencies to try and basically just see where it's jammed, where it's tangled.
Okay, make a smarts check.
Smarts check. How many dice do I need for that? I've got two
You want
smarts.
2 dice, yeah.
2 dice. Oh boy, I ain't got so many smarts. That is a 5.
You've no idea. You can't work out why it's jammed. It looks fine to you, but it's not releasing.
Do I have like... I'd assume that I probably have like a small knife or something similar on me. Could I attempt
So
to
basically,
cut?
yeah, you basically have all reasonable equipment you want.
Okay.
We don't track equipment. If it's reasonable that you would have it, you can have it.
Okay, I've got a Swiss Army knife for like tango bar fights, you know, so I'll get that out. And would I roll brawn for that, presumably?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a brawn check.
Ain't got too many brawns either. That's a 4. So futile. I attempt to hack.
This seatbelt is tough.
Whoa, they don't make seatbelts like this anymore, T.
Let's leave you there for a minute because Doorbot has a bazooka pointed at him. Ooh. And Frida, while you watch, you see a streak of light as something comes down from the roof of the department store directly at Doorbot. A monkey has fired a bazooka at you. What is your defense, Doorbot?
My defense is a 12.
12. The monkey is rolling 3 dice.
It's not a monkey, but okay.
It's a chimpanzee.
It's an ape. It's a primate.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just
The adventure is called monkey business. So he would normally be rolling 4 dice. Because it's long range, he loses 1. So he's now rolling 3 dice. One of those has to be the calamity die. Let's roll those dice. Oh dear. So he missed. He rolled an 8, which is less than the 12 he needed. And the white dice was a 1. He's rolled a calamity. I'm going to let you guys decide what happens to this monkey / ape / primate / chimpanzee.
Okay.
You can't kill him. You can't damage him, but you can...
He fires the bazooka and it catches the back end of the garbage can as Doorbot pulls in its periscope. So it sails a couple of feet behind Doorbot where it explodes, and then it propels Doorbot forward like 2 blocks into another garbage can. Where he will hit the ground and roll a couple of times before like landing off his tracks.
So you're basically up next to the department store now.
That would be my...
Yes. Okay. So you fly
still in a new garbage can.
Okay. So you fly through the air. You land in front of the department store, not far away from Banksy, who presumably gives you a bit of a weird look. I'm not sure if you can actually see Banksy. Banksy's so well hidden, but
He's
anyway.
Got clamps, so it's like he just gives you 1 clamp.
So you're up near the department. You can see basically what Banksy can see. So you can see there's big main doors there. You can see the ramp going down to the parking area. You can also see what appears to be an alleyway off to the left, which maybe leads round to the back. So let's go back to Frida. What are you doing?
So I would have seen that. I would have watched the trash can fly across the way and followed that view, and then I presume would now see sort of more where where Banksy's gone to as well. So I'll start to head over there, I think.
Are you just heading down the middle of the street? Are you trying to... How are we doing this?
I think perhaps I'll try to slink between the cars and just not get too noticed by the scary monkey with the big gun.
Okay, so that's going to be a moves check. So you can do that quite stealthily. That's 3 dice you got there.
Well,
12. Okay. You think the monkey on the roof saw you. You're not sure, but you think the monkey on the roof saw you. Finally, let's go back to Randolph, who's still by the Porsche. The lady is still not free. What are you doing?
I'm not doing so.
She's like, look, I paid you. I paid you 50 of my hard-earned cartoon bucks. Get me out of here.
Oh boy, I love those sweet cartoon bucks. Don't you worry, I'll try something else. Okay, seatbelt is jammed. Could I attempt again to stab him with my knife?
Yes, you can try again. Maybe chuck some karma in.
Ooh, how does karma work again?
So you have 6 karma points. You can spend those to add dice to your roll. at a one-to-one basis.
All right, I will add 2 karma points.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're rolling 4 dice in total.
Yes. Okay, that is I got 2 ones with that, but that is a 9. You know, I just don't think I'm cut out for this rescue business.
You can roll another dice. Spend another karma point. Roll another dice if you like.
Oh, okay, cool. We can add one after the fact.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay! That's a 15.
Fantastic. So that's 3. That's 3 of your 6 you've now spent.
All right.
However, I'm going to give you a karma point back for insisting on being paid for doing this.
I just got a kind heart, see?
Being a greedy crow.
Yes.
You managed to free the lady and bundle her out of the car. What do? You just usher her off down the street? What do you do?
I sort of usher her, just going, hey, get out of here, and just kind of pushing her away. It's getting all dangerous here, see? Some guy over there's got a bazooka. Like,
she takes off down the street like you set her on fire. She's like gone. She snatches her handbag first.
What?
Before she runs off. But
Can I grab the handbag from her, or the wallet specifically? That is
can.
upsetting to me.
Let's make an opposed moves check. She's rolling 2 dice.
So would I roll brawn here? Or?
You're going to be rolling moves to grab the. Or brawn. You can roll brawn, I think.
I got more moves than brawn, so I'll go for moves.
Okay. She's got 11.
I got this for you, fair and square. See? I rolled a 7. The spoils of my victory. God.
Yeah, she snatches them from your hand and takes off down the street, waving the purse above her head like a whirling baton in victory. As she charges up, well, she's lost her Porsche, I suppose, but she charges off down the street and disappears round the corner.
I gotta respect that fast old broad. She's stronger than she looks.
Sue, Banksy, what are you doing?
I'm going to guess I've seen the rocket launcher get launched down at my friendo Doorbot there. Who's now flown towards me. So I'm going to pull out a catapult if I can.
Okay.
And use my bag of avocado pips to draw a bead on the monkey on the roof.
Okay.
Take a shot.
Okay. So that's going to be a moves. You don't have your move specialty is stealth, isn't it? Not shooting, so it's just your 4 dice for moves.
Yeah, I'm quite upset that he's taking a pot shot at my friend Doorbot there, who helped me surf down to this position. So I'm going to spend a karma on that.
Right.
Okay.
You are going to also lose 1 die because he does have a bit of cover because he's standing on the edge of the roof there, and there's one of those sort of like just over waist high kind of ledges, not ledges. What are they called? Walls in front of him.
Not too tough for me, dude. Take it between the eyes. So the karma kind of offsets the parapet.
Yeah. Or you can spend more karma if you want.
Well, I've got 12.
12's a hit. Just 12's a hit. So that will probably do 1 point of damage, I think. So that strikes him right between the eyes, and he sort of like lets out a whoop like that, or whatever noise monkeys make when they get hit between the eyes with what were you firing at him?
Avocado stone.
And he staggers back out of sight, just for a quick moment with this avocado stone just right on the forehead, right between the eyes. He staggers back for a second and then appears back. You haven't taken him out, but you have hurt him, and he's now looking down for you. I'm going to need another stealth check from you.
That is a 22.
He's looking. He can't see you. He's looking. He's got this bazooka. He's looking down for who just fired that avocado stone at him. Can't see you.
He fires it. Covered, dude.
He fires it at, I think. Yeah, it's going to have to be Frida. Frida's been seen. Frida's quite a long way off, though, so he's going to lose a dice for that. But he fires his bazooka at you, Frida. What is your defense?
9.
9, and he is rolling normally 4 dice. He's losing 1, so he's rolling 3.
Mm.
The karma still.
14.
Oh,
Direct hit. So,
1.
the bazooka does 3 damage. You have 3 health. This would normally knock you out. You can spend up to 3 karma points to offset any of that damage. Or
I think
you have your special ability. Your 9 lives is your other alternative.
yes. I think I'm going to spend karma points on this occasion. I
Okay.
think I'm going to spend a couple. So it only knocks me down 1. So I think I sort of managed to sniff just very quickly and notice the smell of fire and just managed to sort of side a little bit just so that I get hit, but not quite as bad as perhaps I would have done.
And you do that with style, I take it. It's kind of this
course.
really stylish side
Oh yeah,
step.
it's like this really almost slow motion. It's so elegant.
Yeah, awesome. Okay then, so the monkey on the roof, or the primate, or the chimp, or the ape, or whatever he is on the roof, is now getting angry. He can't seem to kill you guys. He fired at the doorbot, and that didn't help. He couldn't find Banksy, and he just fired at you, and you just sidestepped it. He starts making loud monkey noises. He starts hooting and hollering and jumping up and down on the roof, and loads up his bazooka again, ready for another shot. What are you guys all doing?
Doorbot will struggle to right itself,
Mm-hmm.
and then move down towards the shuttered parking garage entrance under the thing.
Right. So the it's a big steel shutter comes down from the roof, comes down, and it looks like it's locked at the bottom. If only we had someone whose specialty was opening doors.
That is my specialty. So that's what I'm gonna do. And he's still in the trash can, by the way, just so we're all clear.
Okay.
This is an awful lot. 11, 16, 23.
Okay. Doorbot fulfills its function in life with panache and unlocks the door with a casual flip of its
Clamps.
clampers, pincers, whatever.
Clampers is better. We're going with clampers.
And the door to the parking garage starts to just slowly lift up. Within, you can see the ramp goes down. There's a whole bottom level of the department store is a parking garage. There's probably about 20 cars in there in total. A couple of vans. You can smell like the faint smell of like stale smoke and maybe even a bit of stale urine or something. It doesn't smell very nice down there at all. And there are lights down there, but most of them appear to be out of order. There's one kind of flickering at the other end.
As he goes down, he catches a banana peel thrown by one of the monkeys, and the tread gets all messed up, and he ends up like rolling onto his side, and then just the garbage can rolls him down the rest of the ramp.
Oh, I feel really sorry for poor Doorbot, but you can have a karma point for that. So it's all worth it. Banks, are you following him in? What are you doing? Or are you staying up there to continue to snipe at the one on the
I'm going to
roof?
take another snipe at the rocket launcher monkey.
Okay.
If that's all right. Come on, dudettes! We've only got so much time here.
Snipe away.
I'll spend another karma point if that's okay. We'll
Okay.
set that cover again. That is a 14.
That is a hit. Another one right between the eyes, and with a loud
Wonk.
somehow defying the laws of physics, the monkey gets knocked backwards, just kind of stumbles a bit, and then falls forwards over the front of the department store. Ooh, bonk, and just lands on a car right next to you.
Wait,
it's just-
dude! Can I try and throw myself out to have my shell catch his fall?
you can literally see the little birdies flying around his head as he just lies there. like that. The bazooka, he dropped on the roof, unfortunately, and he just lies there and goes, "I surrender."
Is there like a monkey-shaped imprint in the car?
Yeah, there most certainly is. So the first thing you notice about this monkey that's landing next to you is that he's wearing a suit. He's wearing like a 1920s Prohibition-era gangster suit.
A zoot suit, they are called.
Is that what they're called? Zoot suits. He's got a little hat as well. And he also has a Tommy gun, which he still has on him.
Okay.
Not anymore.
So, he's basically a 1920s era sort of Chicago mobster monkey.
I'm going to kind of casually stroll up. Is it a bowler hat? Kind of.
What did they wear?
Like a fedora.
Yeah.
I'm going to casually stroll up and. Thanks for the fedora, man. Plonk that on my head.
Ooh. He looks a bit sad.
Hey Randolph, there's something shiny here, bro.
What? Something shiny? Something shiny, I say. But I gotta. Oh, sorry.
I'll kind of pick up the Tommy gun by its
stock.
Yeah, by its stock, and just hold it between two fingers, like it's something disgusting to me.
I want it, but I gotta ask, who weaponized these monkeys?
James Franco.
Who knows?
Why, Franco? Why? Yeah. Thanks very much, Banksy. I'll put good use to this, and I take it and put it in a sort of large bag I have, that kind of like a bag of holding in D&D.
Yeah.
Sort of, which just swallows it up and then disappears back into a portal.
Excellent. Frida, what are you doing?
I imagine, I'll have watched the monkey fall down, and I'll have got somewhat bored of the entire situation, so I'll be walking around the now alleyway to sort of see if there's some way to get in through the back, because I don't want to go through the smelly car park.
So you find the alleyway itself is empty, and it leads to a loading area out back. There's a couple of large trucks there with their backs pointing towards the department store. And there's one of those loading bays, but it's open, and it has that big sort of plastic sheeting that comes down in strips. Like flexible, which you can just sort of push through like a curtain.
Switches, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a name for it, but I've got no idea what it is. But anyway, there's a load of that stuff, like hanging down. But that's all there is by way of doors between you and the loading bay. There's also an outside lift that looks like it goes all the way up to the roof, and it is currently at the bottom level, at your level.
Okay, well then I'm definitely climbing that.
Okay. We're going to need you're going to climb the lift rather than use the lift. Fair enough. We'll have a moves check, and you get an extra 2 dice if you're climbing. That's 5 dice you're on.
Definitely don't go up lifts. Small spaces can't be happening.
Why would you?
No.
You're a cat.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Strip curtains. I had to look it up, but strip curtains they're called.
Strip curtains. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I've learned a thing. Who said that this was not educational? So 15. Okay, so you scamper up easily, like a cat. You just like bound your way up, going up to the roof. I'll tell you what you see there in a second. So what is Randolph doing now that you have this Tommy gun?
I secreted it in the bag, and then I survey the carnage around us and go, maybe this might come in useful, see? And just pull it back out again. And then sort of, trunk, where are we going next? And just sort of, yes, look to Banksy.
We got some angry apes in our hands, dude. Doorbot's gone down to open the door. I don't know where Frida's gone.
She's like the wind, moves in the shadows. Probably just doesn't like the stinky car park though. Going somewhere nicer.
So what are you guys doing? You going in the car park or?
Can I do a perception check for Frida? See if I can see her.
Yeah.
Would that be smarts?
So that is going to be smarts. Do you have perception?
Yes, I've got perception.
Yes. So you're 2 + 2. You're rolling 4 dice.
Hey, okay. That is 13.
Okay. So yeah, you know exactly where Frida went. You know she went round the back, and with some highly specialised crow-based hearing or something, or maybe you flew up and had a quick very quick scout around to quickly look where she was. You know, you just kind of saw her climbing up the fire escape at the back.
I like to think I got one of those like comical ear trumpets, you know, the really loud ones. Just kind of like lean out, listening to her.
So, are you joining her, or you can fly, so you can pretty much be where you want?
Yeah, but if I fly, I would leave the turtle behind. So I guess we could start like kind of jogging toward where Frida is, in a cohesive military formation.
Doorbot is on his own inside the parking garage at the moment.
Where's that disbanded robot gone?
He went down into the parking garage, dude. I'm gonna fling a trash can lid, hop onto it, and slide my way down to join Doorbot.
So you can't fail this, but roll a style check just to see how stylish this is.
Doorbot once again struggles to get upright in the trash can.
Only a 9.
9. So that's all right. Yeah. Oh no, you can add comedy as well if you want. So another 2.
That takes up to 16.
That's pretty stylish. That's pretty funny and pretty stylish. So you slide into the parking garage, and just as Doorbot hears a voice from the other end of the area, and sees the muzzle flash of a Tommy gun from underneath a small van. What is your defense?
Doorbot is 12.
Okay, so I have rolled 11, 12, 13. You are struck by a Tommy gun. There is another chimpanzee. He's hiding underneath a van, and as you came in, he opened fire with his Tommy gun. You've been hit. The Tommy gun does 2 damage. You can use some karma to offset some of that if you wish, or you can take the damage.
I will spend 2 karma for there to be like discarded restaurant equipment also in the trash can.
Of course,
like some kind of overhead grill where they do suck up grease smoke and stuff like that.
Yeah,
just enough to soak some bullets.
Yeah. So what, you just hold it in front of you, do you?
No, he's still in the trash can, struggling to get out, and it just hit the side that happened to have all the metal.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a massive. I mean, those of you who haven't gotten in there yet, you hear and it's really echoey too. So you hear the Tommy gun like boom, 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 like echoing around the thing, and then the massive clanging noise as the bullets just kind of ricochet off the barbecue hood thing, whatever it is. The
barbecue hood, yeah, that's right.
Hood, yes.
These are some seriously angry apes, man.
Are you rushing in, Frida? Are you joining them?
On the roof.
Oh no, you're on the roof, aren't you? So you're on the roof. Sorry. So you make it to the roof. You can see the bazooka lying on the roof, on the other side of the roof, and you can see. I don't know what these things are called, but like you get a square little kind of hut-like building on a roof, and it's got a door in it, and that goes to the stairs.
The roof access. The roof
access thing. Yeah. Whatever that building's called. Yeah. So you can see one of those. It's closed. But you can see that there, but presumably that's how the ape got there.
Are there any bazooka missiles still up there, or just the bazooka itself?
Okay,
One.
well, I'm not picking up a dirty ape gun, so I'm going to go and try the door. I think before I try the door, I'm just going to have a peek over the top of where the monkey was to see if I can see any of them, but I'll just hear, I presume, the gun and nothing else. Yeah,
and it's just as you look over, all that takes place. So as you look over, you hear the Tommy gun going off. You see Banksy sort of skate down the ramp, and what does she see Randolph doing?
Randolph will be basically preparing to charge in with the Tommy gun to shoot the apes. So Randolph will be looking quite scared. Feels so hard to be like, come on, gotta get in there, see. And yes, he is preparing to basically pretend to be an ape gangster overlord, sort of puffing himself up. And
in that case, if I see, I was going to say, sorry, if I see Randolph sort of, trying to sort of, I'll kind of pick the bazooka up like this and just go, Randolph, and drop it down.
So Randolph's going to have the Tommy gun and the bazooka. Like, Rambo there, just like loaded up with all these different weapons.
Yeah, I tear a headband, place it around me.
Are you going to try? Yeah. Are you going to try and catch this bazooka as it lands in front of you?
I'm definitely going to try and catch it.
Okay, make a quick moves check. I don't think you're going to get your dodging bonus for this because you don't want to dodge it. You want to do the opposite of that. So it's 3 dice. Just about.
I try and make that look a lot smoother than it was.
Does it just kind of like disappear straight into the portable hole?
I'll tell you what. Make a style check, and you've got 5 dice in style. If you get 15 or more, you can literally do that, and it will look awesome.
To be clear, I throw the gun and the missile. She's not going to have an empty gun.
That's a 13.
Oh, almost.
So close.
But you catch it, though. You catch it. That's the important thing. Yeah. So you've got a Tommy gun. You have got a bazooka. You are armed to the teeth.
I'm ready.
Not that crows have teeth, I don't think, do they? Or do they?
No, probably
they don't. Birds don't have teeth, yeah.
No.
Pointy beak, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, wait. Goose have weird, horrifying mouths. I can't remember their teeth, though. Anyway, sorry.
So, having been shot at with a Tommy gun, what are you doing there, Doorbot?
Doorbot will... Nobody else is down there yet? Or just Banksy's coming up behind him?
Banksy's just arrived behind you.
He will yell out to the chimpanzee that, why be violent? There's no reason to. There's no reason to do anything. Your mortal flesh will fall away in decades, and within a century, no one will know who you were, or what you did, or why. Why be violent? Why do anything but eat and sleep and die?
So from underneath the van, you hear a whoop! Shut up, you useless heap of junk! And
that's all that we all are. We're all just useless heaps of junk. That is what I am telling you. There is no purpose to what you are doing. Just leave this place.
Make a style check.
Find meaning.
This is unlikely, but give it a try.
Style 2. I'm gonna spend 2 karma, so I have 4 die.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go all in. Because I really do just want to depress.
How many karma will you have left after this?
3.
Okay.
3 remaining. Oh! Killed it! 28!
Wow! I can't believe I'm doing this. The monkey underneath the van goes, whoop! Ooh! I think you might be right.
It's terrible. Life is terrible.
Suddenly I feel so depressed. And the chimpanzee bursts into tears. He flings his Tommy gun out and crawls out from underneath the van and just sits there cross-legged, his head in his hands, just bawling his eyes out at the utter futility of existence and the pointlessness of his actions.
Doorbot will trundle over covered in trash and just pat him on the back with his clampers.
You can have a karma point back for that. Banksy, you slid down there to basically witness this magnificent display of whatever that was.
Existence.
I'm quite suppressed myself now. Dude, that was pretty dark.
Not me, it's existence.
I'm going to slide into the monkey, kick the trash can lid into my hand, and just prang it over the head.
Oh. He's given up.
Broken his spirit, now crushed his head. Yeah.
Go on then, make a brawn check. Give him a good whack. A good wallop. You got 4 dice in brawn. You got another 2 for your brawling. So that's 6 dice you're rolling.
Shoot at my buddy, dude. 14.
That's a solid hit on the head. A trash can lid does 2 damage. So you knock the ape out cold. And you have another Tommy gun. Who's taking that one?
Dorbot looks at you and just kind of like shrugs his clampers, like,
I need to do something to make me feel better, bro.
Oh dear. So had Randolph gone in at this point?
No, Randolph was still, Ramboing up.
Still outside.
But
Okay.
I will now attempt to burst through the doors, full Rambo attire, bazooka, and the other Tommy gun, the other weapon I have, basically intending to burst through the doors and be like, "It's time to get real."
What, like one in each hand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
That's totally practical, obviously, but yeah, bazooka, gotta go.
So you burst in and you see this scene. You see the turtle standing over the monkey with a big dustbin lid on his hand. And you see the monkey just lying there with stars like spinning around his head and a big bump on his head where he's just been whacked.
Presumably streaks of tears from where.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
He's just kind of like frowning, looking at the whole scene.
It's like, what happened here?
I had to kind of come in, and then I look, and I'm like, "Oh, it happened again." Just put down the
Missed
bazooka.
reaction.
It just nods.
Do I have like a monkey-shaped impression in the trash can lid now?
Do you want a monkey-shaped impression in the trash can lid?
It's a new piece of art.
Fine. Yes, you have. So Frida, on top of the
museum next.
building there. What are you doing?
Why not?
Yes, I'm going to take a moment to enjoy Randolph sort of trying to become some sort of Rambo and just laughing at that situation, and then slowly head over to the door and
Yes,
try it.
it's open. It's unlocked. It's slightly ajar, in fact.
Awesome. I'm going to not quite just sort of bundle through, but just take a little peek, sort of very cat style, like, do I really want to go down there? I'm not really sure.
So
Perhaps use a bit of perception to see if I
the
can...
stairwell does smell a bit. It looks like maybe, tramps might have lived in there at some point. It's not the nicest of stairwells. It goes down to a landing and then curves back on itself and goes down to another landing. You can see it does that 4 times. So it looks like at each landing, there's an exit off onto one of the floors as you look down.
Okay, well, I'm not going into anything stinky, so I guess I'll change my mind and I'll decide to climb sort of back down and join the gang.
Well, that's a fickle thing to do. Have a karma point back.
Thank you very much.
So you scamper back down. Or what do you rush round to the front and go into the underground?
I mean, I can't say I rush to do anything, but yeah, saunter casually in my cat case.
Okay. So after all of that has taken place, the cat kind of strolls in casually. And presumably just takes a look around and surveys the situation. What do you all do? You're all now in the same area. You're all now in the parking area.
Dorbot was going to find the generator and shut off power to the department store.
Okay, so Dorbot, computers? Should we use computers? Yeah, it's probably computer controlled, isn't it?
It's electronics, at least, I'll say that.
Are generators computer controlled?
No, usually they're not. Usually they are just like hardware, basically.
Yeah, but what about cartoon generators? Are they computer controlled?
Can I assist Dorbot with
They've
my
pretty got
engineering
loads of
skills?
that.
Engineering probably sounds more appropriate, yeah. So maybe if Banksy takes lead on that one.
You do it.
For some reason, because it's in a cartoon, I just assume the generator is powered by hamsters and wheels. Just hundreds of hamsters just everywhere.
That's what we're here with Hamster Liberation Group.
Hamster Liberation Front.
Mm-hmm.
Hamster Liberation Group are rude.
Yeah, we don't like that.
That's a
Made it
14.
like 20 minutes.
Sorry, what was that, Mark?
14.
14, okay, yeah. So you find the power generator in one corner of the parking area. It's not far off from the from the stairs, which will go up to the first floor, which is the same set of stairs that Frida would have looked down through a few minutes before. You find a power generator and you open it up, and there's this big lever. And the entire power generator is just one big lever which goes on, off. That's it.
All right. Yeah.
So, you're pulling it, are we? Turning it off?
Yeah, I looked at Doorbot. The honour's yours.
Okay. With a loud sort of... the sort of faint hum that you didn't realise you could hear before just kind of fades away. And all the lights go off, and you find yourself plunged into pitch black, into darkness down there in there, because there's no sunlight getting in there. You literally can't see more than 6 inches in front of your own nose now. What are you doing?
Doorbot suggests that we find some night vision goggles for the turtle and the crow.
Well, it is a department store. There's probably anything you could possibly want. Like Bronson & Sons are known for selling everything. So there will be some somewhere, almost certainly.
Being a hero at a half show who likes to tinker and create gadgets and have some engineering skill, could I spend a karma point to draw on the fact that I would have probably planned for this sort of eventuality, but we know when the team were coming together?
Yeah, spend a karma point. Quick flashback. Just before you left the house, wherever you live. Where do you live? In an apartment. Wherever you left, the sewers.
In the sewers.
Just before you left the sewers this morning, you stopped just before you left and went back and grabbed a torch.
I was thinking with my raid on the museum that I might have to shut down the power there, you see, so...
Right, yeah. So yes, you have one.
Click on torch.
Okay, so the only light being the torch carried by the turtle. You can all see the stairwell. There's a sort of fire door between you and the stairwell. It's almost certainly unlocked. Is anyone heading up?
Doorbot will probably go back around to the loading area because they heard gunfire from down here.
Right.
So they'll be
so-
waiting for us, Doorbot says, and then starts like trundling back towards the outside.
So you're going through the alleyway around the back?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you find yourself back at the loading area. As described before, no apes have appeared. You can see those curtain. What are they called again?
Strip curtains.
Strip curtains leading through into the actual loading area, and you can see the lift going up the back, up to the roof.
Okay. I'll sneak my way back there.
Okay. That's 6 dice, I think you have. 4 for moves.
Oh, is it a thievery thing? Okay.
You've got stealth there under moves.
Oh, no, I have thievery.
I'm looking at Banksy. My problem.
Yeah.
Thievery, sorry. So no, just 4 for moves then.
Alright. 11.
11. Okay. I won't tell you right now whether or not anyone heard you, but are you going into the loading area?
Yes.
So you find yourself in a warehouse. There's boxes and crates and just stuff everywhere. It's basically the entire stock that the department store has from every department, except for those that are actually out for sale on the shop floor. So there's sporting goods, there's hunting equipment, there's food, there's clothing, there's toys, there's everything you can think of. All like, it might take you a while to find any given thing, but you're in a warehouse just full of stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll look for night vision goggles so I can get into my
Give me a smarts check.
Smarts, another 4. 7, 10.
You haven't found any night vision goggles.
I got a calamity then, because I rolled a 1 on my calamity die. So tell me, allies, how does Doorbot fail disastrously while looking for his night vision goggles, or your night vision goggles?
What happened? What are you going to do to him?
I think I would have probably followed him through because I figured big robot, hide behind that, that's fine. And then I would have found a box and pulled the box and accidentally caused an entire load of other boxes and such like things to just bundle onto top of him.
Aw.
He's completely covered in all of the warehouse stuff, and I just look at my empty box and go, cool, and then head on back.
No one even notices that he's just buried under about 20 boxes. Okay, what are the other two doing down in the parking area?
Yeah, I'll have followed Doorbot and Frida through to the loading area.
Okay, so you're all in. Frida's just left the loading area.
I'm in the corner with my box.
You
Okay,
hear Frida. You watch Frida go in. You hear like a clatter.
so
Just like walk up.
if you were trying to be quiet, you are definitely not quiet anymore. So you're all in the loading area. The main department floor, shopping floor, is just through a door. Big double doors. Again, it's those big plastic sheeting doors, just so that they can like bring crates through and trolleys and whatever from the storage area through. So there's stairs going down to the parking area. There's stairs going up, and there's big double curtain door, plastic door things going through to the main department store shopping area. What are you doing? And is anyone helping poor old Doorbot out? Because does anyone even know where Doorbot is? Has anyone even noticed that Doorbot's not there?
I like to think that Randolph would have heard a distant avalanche of stuff, being quite drawn to stuff, and would be looking through the piles, but not to find Doorbot, but just looking for things. Items.
Okay. So after 2 or 3 minutes, you come across Doorbot, who's just like upside down, covered in half a dozen boxes. Probably, I don't know, a giant can of beans or something spilt all over him. He's just a mess, a complete mess.
Underwear and beans.
Underwear and beans. Oh dear.
Doorbot, you've hit some hard times, friend.
All of the times are hard.
What
They're
happened
the same.
here?
I was looking for night vision goggles to help you and Banksy, but I must have upset something.
I'll have overheard this, and then I'll sort of look at my box and then look at them and just sort of look it away to the side. It wasn't I was nowhere near it.
Well, I have no idea what possibly could have happened here. What caused this terrible tragedy? And I will help.
It's a mystery, a true mystery. I'll go and help the box.
No one will ever know. And I will help Doorbot up out of the avalanche.
Aww.
Yes, and kind of wipe the beans.
Doorbot's having a really, really bad day.
Doorbot will like give you a hug, but it's way too long and it's super uncomfortable because of the beans and the underwear. It just feels mechanical. Like
Doorbot, you're the moistest robot I ever did.
Beans.
So what are you all doing? You're all back together again. You're in the warehouse. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Basically, ought to try and head on through and find out if there's any more of these monkeys.
Are you going up, or are you going into the shopping floor?
Oh, shopping floor! I need you first.
Is there anywhere we can see like evidence of monkeys, which would presumably be peeled bananas just lying around?
Yeah. There's a few peeled bananas lying around. So yeah, definitely monkeys have been here.
you said there are 3 levels, so like if we went up towards the roof access, we could stop on the 2nd floor and get out there, or the 3rd floor out of the stairwell.
Yeah.
Well, Doorbot's pretty smart. He would assume that whoever's running this whole thingy is probably on the topmost floor, and suggest that we go there.
Is that what you're doing?
If there are no objections or other ideas. Also, all of the cat clothing is on the 3rd floor, Doorbot will add.
Fine.
Feline accoutrements.
So, you're heading up the stairs. Are you trying to sneak?
I don't think Doorbot can sneak his way upstairs.
I don't even know how something on tracks go upstairs. Let's just say yes.
Do we have to carry them? Or?
The tracks need to be like rotating to do it, but like there are tracks that can go upstairs. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going up to the 3rd floor.
And could I scout ahead with my wings?
You could, so you can just fly straight up the middle rather than going up the stairs. So you arrive like a minute or two before everybody else. So you're on the 3rd floor. This floor appears to be, from what you can tell, there's a door leading through to the main floor, and there's a corridor beyond that door. And you can see, just peeking through that door, you can see sort of windows and doors on either side of that corridor. It might be like the office level, perhaps, the admin level.
We do not see any monkeys, though.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, Doorbot will gesture for his stealthier compatriots to take the lead.
Okay. Is anyone going through that door?
To be honest, I think I probably got distracted by my reflection in the window.
Okay, you can have a karma point back for that.
Can I knock on the door?
Yes.
I will attempt to bluff because I am good at imitation, being a crow.
Okay.
And I will basically just attempt to bluff, being a monkey, being like, "We got the delivery here for you," but as a monkey.
Okay. Make a style check. You have bluffing, don't you?
Yes.
So what have you got? You got 5 dice for style. You got 2 for bluffing. Ooh, 7 dice. That's a lot of dice.
That's a lot of dice.
I'll be like, wait, we ordered pizza, dude?
Yeah, I actually might go for that. Knock on the door and just be like, yeah, we got the pizza for you, see? Special offer. Super meats. Got some extra beans for you.
If you fail this, 7 dice.
If I fail this, I am truly cursed. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a high number. Okay, so that is 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay, I heard you say 20-something. It's
basically nearly 30. A lot of 6s.
Okay. You hear a voice coming back going, whoop, whoop. What's that noise out there?
It's the pizza, see? The delicious pizza you ordered.
Well, get in here then!
Randolph hasn't really thought much beyond this point, so just kind of cowers behind Doorbot.
Is Doorbot going in?
Doorbot will take the trash can lid that Banksy gave him and put it on his head, and then just like put his arms down to try to look like he's just like a moving box.
Right, okay.
And then just trundle in very robotically.
Okay, let's have a disguise check from Doorbot. That's a style, 2 dice, disguise, another 2 dice, it's 4 dice.
I'm still fixated on the fact that there's pizza, so I'll be like, Doorbot, make sure they save some for us, bro.
Priorities.
I'm gonna spend a karma, so I got 5 rolls there. That was a good spend. 6, 9, 11.
Okay, so you're going first. You have the pizza on top of you.
No, under the trash can lid. Under
the trash can lid, okay. Yeah. And I'm guessing Randolph is just following directly behind. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm kind of just sneaking behind, singing the pizza song. You know, something like.
How does the pizza song go?
Just like delicious pizza for you in your home, la la la. Delicious pizza for you in your home, la la la.
So Frida's busy admiring herself in the mirror. And what's the turtle doing? What is Banksy doing?
I'm going to go kind of sprawl myself out and just use crawl forward on my fingers and toes stealthily in behind.
Okay, so could you make a moves check? A stealth check, in fact. So that's 6 dice in total, I think, from you.
21.
21, okay. So here's what happens. You start to move forward down the corridor. The voice was coming from the 3rd door on the left. As you move through, the first door on the right says cleaning supplies on it, and the first door on the left says typing pool. And you look in there, there's like 3 desks with typewriters. I don't know why a department store would have a typing pool, but it has. So, moving further along, there's an office on the right. It says Human Resources. Looking in there, you can see it's another small desk with a table just kind of looking out over the street in front, where you came from. Further on the left is a much larger office. It says Manager on it. The door is closed, and the door, unlike the other ones, is made of like polished oak. It's a really nice looking door compared to the other ones. That's where the voice came from.
Oh boy, that's some rich mahogany.
It's lovely.
Doorbot will just keep bumping into it. Like
Come on in here! Bring me that pizza!
Bump. Obstruction detected. Bump.
What's going on out there?
Obstruction detected.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Bump. Obstruction detected.
I will make it sound like the pizza song is like losing steam, sort of like delicious pizza, like kind of like slowing down, like there's some kind of tech fault with the robot.
You hear voices within, like someone is talking to someone else, and then the door opens about 6 inches, and a chimp looks through. He's also wearing a gangster suit outfit. What did you say they were called again?
Zoot suits.
Zoot suit with a hat. He's got an Uzi, not an Uzi, a Tommy gun, but this one's like on a strap, and it's not in his hands. And he looks through, and he's like, "Pizza."
Doorbot will just continue to go forward, like he's not even standing behind the door.
The monkey steps back to let you in, and you see this office. This office is twice the size of the Human Resources office. It's got a big oak desk, and sitting behind the oak desk is another chimpanzee. So this chimpanzee's sitting in a big leather chair. He's got his feet up on the desk. He's eating a banana, and he's basically got his Tommy gun across his lap, and his gangster hat thing is kind of askew, a sort of jaunty, casual angle. There's smoke coming up from a cigar, which is in an ashtray on the desk there. And you can see that the manager's plaque, which once has someone else's name on it, has been scratched out. And in this clumsy sort of cartoon writing, crayon is the name Bob Hope. And he looks up and he goes, "Hi, I'm Bob. Is that my pizza?" I've got no idea what accent that was, but accents aren't my thing.
Before delivering your pizza, Antonios would like to know if you would like to do a survey to enter a sweepstakes to win unlimited pizza for life.
Ooh, Ernie, you take the survey. And the other ape sort of like beckons you over and pulls out a pen. Pulls out a big pen.
Question 1. What is the name of your great-great-grandfather?
Ooh, Bert.
Question 2. What did your great-great-grandfather do as an occupation?
Taxi driver.
Question 3. Is there any moment in history now where your great-great-grandfather's occupation or role played a part in today's events?
What?
Exactly. You see, nothing that any of us do, especially flesh bags like yourself, will ever matter.
This monkey's
Nothing
looking
at
really
all.
confused now.
We will live and die without ever making any mark upon history or the world. It makes
Bob
one
Hope.
question.
Bob Hope's sitting there, flings his banana peel straight at you. I'm gonna have him make a roll.
Yeah.
What's your defense?
12.
So the banana peel lands on your how does
He's got
Doorbot
one
see?
eye.
He's got one eye.
the front.
Okay, so it just lands there, just like hanging over your one eye, so you can't see. And he just like goes, "Shut up and eat the pizza."
But why eat anything? Why eat the pizza? Why eat bananas?
You hear that as he cocks the Tom. I don't even know. Do you cock Tommy guns? I don't know, but he does anyway. Whether or not you do, he cocks the Tommy gun and he says, "I said, get out of here!"
Okay. Trying to think of what he would say. Please, Doorbot says, bring an end to my pointless existence. Bring an end to his pointless existence. Bring
You
an
got
end.
it, pal! He points the Tommy gun at you and squeezes the trigger.
Go for it.
Okay. We have got a 4, 8, 12 against your defense.
My defense is 12.
Your defense is 12. So this is going to hit everybody in the doorway because he's spraying the Tommy gun like this. So anyone with a defense of 12 or less is getting hit here. I think apart from Frida, who's still busy admiring her reflection in the corridor outside. So the other three, do any of you have defenses of 12 or less?
No, I have 15.
So you're fine. You sort of step behind the door just in time, and there's just this spatter of bullets on the other side of the door to you. So the other two, so that will be Doorbot and Banksy, peppered with Tommy gun bullets. You each take 3 damage unless you want to use some of your hard-earned karma to offset some of that.
I spent 2 karma to offset down to 1.
You're down to 1. And Banksy?
Yeah, my special power, my shell reduces it by 1 anyway.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend another karma point for the door frame to absorb some of that also.
Okay. So, what do you do now? The other monkey's going for his gun too.
While this was happening, so like I've flown out, but instead of like flying outside, could I have kind of basically like sidestepped and come in behind them? Kind of like zippy and dodgy. Probably make a roll for it, I suspect.
Yeah, make a moves check.
Get a move. See if I got the moves. That is.
You've got dodging there. I'll let you add dodging because that seems relevant to me.
Okay, that's 14.
Yeah, sure. You do so with aplomb.
And then I just say behind them, "There was no pizza," and just get the bazooka out. And attacked him.
No.
You should have finished the survey.
Are you firing this bazooka? Or?
I mean, what would Randolph do? Yes, Randolph is reckless and silly. Yes, but Randolph will fire the bazooka straight into the monkey boss, straight into Bob Hope.
So this is going to get everybody in the room in this case.
Okay, let's go for the Tommy gun. Let's ease it. Let's ease it back. What
if Banksy will survive? He's got the shell.
Actually, I tell you what. Instead of like shooting him with the bazooka, can I just knock him out with the bazooka? Knock him out.
Of course you can.
Bam.
So that is going to be a brawn check.
Okay. So I've got 2, but I've got intimidating. Does that add anything onto it?
No, unless you're trying to intimidate him.
Well,
but you're trying to hit him instead.
Yes, I'm trying to hit him. Okay, cool. I'm going to use 1 karma to add to that.
Okay.
Can we add karma to her roll?
Only if you've got a special ability that lets you. There are some roles which has the ability to, like the captain in Beam Me Up, has 10 karma for a start. Loads and loads of karma, and can give it to other people.
Sure, I'm gonna dump my leftover karma into this. So that's 13 again.
13's a hit. That is enough. So, which of the monkeys did you fire at? Bob Hope.
Yeah, Bob Hope.
Bob Hope. Okay. So you unload straight into Bob Hope, and he staggers back and smashes through the window behind him with a massive crash to land in the loading area beyond. That's 1 ex-monkey.
Yay!
You should have answered the survey, punk.
What are you other guys doing? Frida, by this time you've heard all this commotion. What are you doing?
So it's a wall of windows, and there's no really sort of climbing to hide. So I'll go and I'll join them, casually sauntering, and I guess I'll see Bob Hope go for a fly.
Yeah.
And then I will go behind the other monkey who was no doubt to be watching, and just get my claws out, I suppose, and just possibly go for him.
Okay.
You're
actually quite terrifying when you attack. You've got a brawn of 3 and you've got brawling, so you're rolling 5 dice before you add any karma.
So I'm going to go for that.
Okay.
1, 2, 5 left. Sorry, I've got a cat trying to get on my lap. Oh, the irony. 25.
5.
5 each, yeah.
Oh, 25, she said.
Oh, 25. I was going to say.
Oh, no,
25.
25.
25. Okay, so I said easy whack. Easy hit. So your damage is 2 from your claws, which basically messes the monkey up quite a lot. How many health? He's got health to 2. About as much as you can. And describe to me, what is it exactly you do to him? You take him out using your claws. What, from behind? What do you do?
Oh, I imagine I'm very well versed in exactly where and how my claws can puncture, so I'll have gone for the exact point in the neck that is just almost, while looking at my other claw, just be like, and catch it so that he's down enough, but obviously not dead.
This sounds messy. There's probably blood spraying everywhere in a cartoon-like fashion. It's only cartoon blood though, so you're fine. It's not. It's not that gory. Okay, so there's 2 monkeys down. One of them lying in a pool of blood at Frida's feet. The other one landing on his back in the middle of the loading area out back after having fallen 3 stories. What are you doing now?
Banksy's turn, I think.
I'm just gonna kind of stylishly leap in a heroic hero turtle style flip, and get out my trademark weapons, which are a pair of pizza slicers, and go like, ha!
Yeah, missed all the fun.
Okay. Doorbot will go to. I assume there's a PA system on the desk.
The power's being cut off.
Oh, that's right. Oh, stupid Mike. I can't just ennui all the monkeys in this building.
Is there a piece of paper that has all of their plan and strategy written on it? Like step 1, get a gun. Step 2, take over. Step 3, stuff.
Get bananas.
Yep, get bananas.
If someone wants to spend a karma point, then there is.
Good.
Okay, so that's exactly what it says. It also has a little map saying where each of the apes is. So we have Dougie on the roof. We have Bob Hope in the office, along with Bert. And then there's Friedo on the main shop floor. And Friedo has a circle around him.
And there's another one, too, that was in the parking garage?
He's not mentioned.
Oh, okay. So there may be additional monkeys unmentioned. But one more important monkey.
What to do?
Well, I guess it's time to find Friedo.
Well, thanks he has his pizza slices. I'm sure he can cook.
Okay, so are you heading back down the stairs?
Yeah, head back down to the main shop.
So you made a hell of a noise. There's been Tommy guns going off, people crashing through windows, monkeys shrieking and shouting. There's no way whoever's on that bottom floor doesn't know you're coming. So there's probably not much point trying to sneak down there. They know you're coming. It's pretty obvious. So are you just heading down there as fast as you can? What are you doing?
I'm going to... is there like a handrail along the stairwell, or...?
Yeah, of course there is. Why wouldn't there be?
I'm going to leap onto that and slide down.
Let's find out how stylishly you do that. Let's have a style check.
Whenever Banksy slides, I just imagine that it's very slowly.
16.
It's pretty stylish. So you slide down there. Everyone else just running down the stairs. I presume the crow is just going to just leap down and glide down to the bottom floor.
Takes Doorbot a little while to get down the stairs, but yeah.
Is everyone waiting for Doorbot when you get there?
Nice.
Oh, Doorbot.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're at the big plastic sheeting curtains that lead through to the main department store. From within, you hear the sound going, ook, ook. It's a bit deeper than the ook sounds that the chimps were making. Ook.
Can I get to the curtains and kind of like attack them with a pizza slicer? And just make a mess of plastic around me.
You stand there dramatically in the doorway, framed by what's left of the curtains, and you're looking straight down an aisle towards the other end of the department store. About 50 yards ahead of you, to the left, you're in the barbecue section. Is at the end where you are. Down at the other end, standing in the middle of the sportswear section, is a massive 7-foot gorilla. He is wearing American football gear, pads, big helmet, and he's got a giant baseball bat, an oversized baseball bat. God knows where he found an oversized baseball bat, but he's got like an oversized, like 4-foot baseball bat in one hand, and he's standing there at the opposite end of that aisle, just like staring. You're there, framed in the doorway.
Strip curtain, yeah.
And he's standing there with this big baseball bat, just like standing there, staring at you. And he goes, "Ooh."
I'm going to throw the fedora at him.
Okay, roll to hit. I'm not sure what damage it's going to do, but let's see if it hits, shall we?
Ooh, 22.
It hits. Sadly, fedoras do no damage, so it kind of just like bounces off him and just irritates him a little bit. He goes, "Ook," and then he looks around, and to his right, he picks up with one hand. He picks up something really big and heavy. What's really big and heavy that you find in the department store?
In the sports section?
In the sports section.
Baseball throwing device?
Bowling
Pitching machine? Oh, bowling balls, yeah. There you go.
Bowling ball. Yeah, not one bowling ball though. He picks up a box of bowling balls in one hand, and then he bowls them over arm as hard as he can straight at you. So he's making a moves check. He's got 3 dice. What's your defense?
12.
3 dice. He has rolled 1, 6, 7, 8. The bowling balls smash into the door frame around you. Not one of them goes between your legs and just misses everyone else, who just whoa. And one of them just like goes over your shoulder and hits the wall right next to Frida, and just makes a massive hole in the wall right next to her head. It's like if that had hit you in the head, you'd be like, "That's it, I'm out of here."
Can I stop one with my foot and then hop on it and start rolling it back towards him? As in, you know.
Yeah, give me a moves check.
The dice are doing well for me today. 20.
You do it. You do it in style. You do it with panache.
Like a soccer ball.
Yep. You start rolling back towards him, sort of balancing on it like a seal on a beach ball.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
And as you come towards him, he readies the baseball bat. As you come closer, what are you doing as you approach him?
I'm just getting ready with the pizza slices.
Okay, so you're heading towards him on a wall with the pizza slices. He's there waiting with the baseball bat, and the two of you come together. I think this is going to be like a simultaneous attack as you two both launch into each other. This couldn't possibly go wrong. Okay, make your attack.
I do have some backup, my dudes, yeah?
I think I'd probably pull the ball out of the wall as well, that one that Minu hit me, and go to throw that.
So he's rolling 6 dice with his baseball bat. He's got a lot of brawn.
Yeah, I had 21 on 6 dice.
Okay, so you have hit him, and he 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. I'm guessing 23 hits you.
Just a bit, yeah. Almost double.
Okay then, so how much damage do you do to him with your pizza slices?
I'll leave that
they're
to you.
basically knives, aren't they?
Yeah, I'd
So
imagine,
2 damage.
yeah.
Okay. So you get a couple of good slashes in, and give him a couple of big slashes across the chest. His baseball bat slams into you and does 3 damage.
3, so that's reduced by the shell to 2.
Yes.
I'm going to spend another karma point, so I'm down to 2, I believe.
And how's your health now looking?
that will take me down to 2 health. So I'll leave 1 damage left to take me down to 2 health. I'm going to have the shell absorb some of that, but as we kind of collided, the baseball bat's lifted me and driven me back into my shell, so I kind of land and spin on my back.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Someone's got a bazooka, I think.
So I would like to fly overhead the angry gorilla in football gear, and because I collect shiny objects, I think I would have a bag of marbles. In fact, I think I would have many, many, many marbles that I've collected over the time.
Sounds good. Have you got any karma points left?
So was it 8 that I had to begin with?
6 that you had to begin with.
Okay, right, yeah, no.
Okay, so you forgot your marbles this morning, I'm afraid.
My precious
you forgot your marbles. Normally you have a bag of marbles on you. However, you are in a department store.
Okay.
Maybe if you make a quick smarts check, you might be able to find some marbles.
Okay, so I'm flying around, looking through the shelves.
And you have perception. No, that's Freedom's got perception, isn't it?
I've got perception.
Oh, you've got perception too. Okay, yep. So that's 2 for smarts, 2 for perception, 4 dice. You need a 10.
Got good beady crow eyes. That is... Oh, great. That's 14.
You find some marbles.
Yay!
In the toy section, surprisingly enough.
In the toy section. Yeah, these are some fine marbles. And I'd like to basically just fly above him and just throw the marbles at on the gorilla so that they land on the floor and that he can be all slippy and slidey.
Okay, make a moves attack.
Moves. So yeah, no dodging involved with that. So just
just 3. His defense is 9. I'll tell you that.
Okay, cool. Hey, that's a 10.
10? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, whoa, 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 and then he falls over backwards with a massive crash. He's so heavy that the entire floor of the department store shakes when he falls over, and things fall off shelves like 30 feet away, just like everywhere. Shelves topple over. The place is now a mess. But yeah, the gorilla is on his back, and whose turn is it now? Doorbell! You've probably finally reached them.
Yeah, Doorbell finally gets to the bottom of the stairwell. Doorbell can't ennui this. He will go to open the doors to the front so the police can get in here soonish.
Okay. So, you roll towards the front. The doors are locked, so you're going to need a thievery check.
Thieving. I'm good at it.
So, it's moves 4, plus 2 for thievery, that's 6 dice.
If I fail, it'll be a calamity, but I don't think that's going to happen. 10, 18, 20, 19.
The doors are open, and you can see there's already 2 police cars there and 1 coming down the street. They've got their lights flashing, and the cops are getting out of the cars.
Puts his clampers up, hold up.
Frida. What is Frida doing?
So I would have seen the monkey fall on the floor and Doorbell opening the doors. So I know the police are coming, and it's pretty much for the most part over. So I'm just going to sort of check in my purse and powder my nose, because it's normally thought out. Thank you.
Fair enough. I think it's the ape's turn. The ape is not looking happy. Things have fallen down all around him, and he staggers to his feet. He's going to make a check, I think, to do that, or he'll slip over on the marbles again. What's his moves? His moves is 3. We'll need a 10. He has rolled 9. He tries to stagger to his feet, but doesn't quite make it and crashes back down again. He's looking really, really annoyed. Who would like to go next? Banksy, what are you doing?
Has he dropped his bat?
Yeah, it's right next to him.
I'm gonna try and grab that and just double-handed swing into club him.
Okay. So you are going to lose 1 dice on the attack because it's oversized for you. But if you hit, it does do 3 damage. It's quite a hefty thing.
Take this, you angry ape. 13.
Is a hit. That's 3 damage. Ooh, he's sort of starting to stagger a bit. He's sort of as that bat comes down on his head. with a massive resounding crash. He's sort of sitting up, and he's kind of looking around. He's like, "Ooh,
See, that's what it feels like, you dirty ape."
What is Randolph doing?
Could I basically find items on the top shelves that I just lob at the ape?
Yeah.
So what would I find where I am fluttering above him?
What department do you want to be in?
Cutlery.
You're in the cutlery department. Okay. So you can find whatever cutlery you want on the top shelves of this.
I pick a selection of fine silver sporks, and I
Okay.
grab those, and I just basically fly over him, just pelting him with sporks.
Okay. So we're going to need a moves check. This is what you use for shooting.
Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, moves, no dodging involved. So, only 3. Oh, great, 10. Exactly 10.
Just about enough. He's easier to hit than the others. He's only got a defense of 9. You pepper him with various utensils. He's already sort of like teetering as he's sitting there. You pepper him with various utensils, and he's just got like 8 or 9 different things just sticking out of him. A big bump on his head. I mean, the only reason he's probably still okay is because he happened to be wearing that helmet when you whacked him on the head there, Banksy. He's on the edge though. It's not gonna take much. Who wants to do the final thing?
I feel like this is the point that Frida would pick up the bowling ball that was launched beside her and just casually saunter over and give him a great big whack round the head with it.
Okay, so that's you're gonna whack him rather than throw it.
Yeah, I won't throw it. I'll just use my strength.
Okay, I believe you have 5 dice when you're attacking that.
$17.
17 is a hit. So you smack him round the head with the bowling ball, and that is all that's needed to tip him over the edge. He looks at you. He goes to sort of raise a mighty fist, ready to hammer you into the ground. And if he actually hit you, it would hurt. He's going to hammer you into the ground, but just as he's about to do that, he just topples over and just passes out, crashes to the ground, and just lies there, just sort of like half unconscious, just going, ooh, ooh, ooh. The ape is down. As you do this, the police rush up to the door, up to you, Doorbot.
Yeah.
The
Doorbot just like shrinks a little bit as he realizes once again that all he has done is open a door for somebody and wave them through, just like downcast.
So the cops charge into the department store and take a look around, and the mayor follows them in. The bulldog with his hat and his monocle and his cigar, and he looks around and goes, "Oh, Johnny, good job! Johnny, good job! Well done! Well done! I knew I could count on you." Is that all of them?
Doorbot shrugs.
Yes, of course.
Well done.
It's enough.
Job well done. That's another one to chalk up to the. Oh, your group. Does your group have a name? Your group should have a name. Someone name the group.
Ennui Animals League. No, don't let me name it.
Perhaps the Liberation
Well,
Front.
the ace.
What was that, Cassie?
The Ace Destroyers.
The Ace Destroyers. Another one to chalk up to the Ace Destroyers. Well done. Well done. There's a promotion in it for all it. Well, there would be, but you don't really work for me, technically. Anyone want a job?
I'm still waiting to get paid by you guys.
Paid?
Doorbot's like, I have a job.
You get the goodwill and the eternal appreciation of the town of Smalltown.
Somebody promised some pizza, dude.
I'm sure we can stretch to some pizza. And with that, we'll fade to black. The credits come up, and that is another episode of the Ace Destroyers. Another Saturday afternoon episode of the Ace Destroyers is over. You've successfully saved Bronson and Sons, the department store, from Who knows why the ape gang decided to take over a department store and fire bazookas at people from the roof of a department store, but they did, and you saved the city of Small Town. Well done. Congratulations.
Yay!